Okay, just picked up this specialised turbo kenevo, don't know how you say it, 180mm travel enduro bike, electric enduro bike. Pretty interesting thing. Got this thing pretty cheap, and I got it cheap for a reason. It's a non-runner. Well, the electrical side doesn't work. Bro's battery, Bro's motor. The battery is dead. It's got the 3 red lights of death. Checked all the cells. Cells are all even. Well, no, they were down to 13 volts. I've charged it up via a hobby charger, and they're now all even, but you're still getting the 3 red lights of death. So what's on this thing then? RockShox Pikes, EMTB certified. Woohoo! You know, does that really matter? I mean, it's already an enduro bike. It's the fact it's an e-bike going to make any difference? I really don't think so. And there's not that much more weight there. Got loads of adjustments on here. So yeah, RockShox Pike. Obviously it's air fork, D1 air. Had Yaris before. Not Pike, Lyric. It's a RockShox Lyric. Of course it is. 180mm travel RockShox Lyric. Got SRAM code brakes. I thought they were level, but no, they're codes. Okay. SRAM code brakes, Renfrew bars, standard specialised stem. Nice scratch on there. Storage water. I'm not sure what that is. Air tools. Yep, don't know. Maybe there's something hidden inside there. I've not looked. That I can kind of see something. And down here there is a little toolkit. So get it out of camera. Nah. Someone has sprayed this black. This was a theft recovery. I believe it had a tracker in there, and they rode it round to the point where they killed the battery. It was sitting long enough so the battery died. Has a drop post, not sure on brand. It's missing a bolt, so it needs a bolt in there. Has a Hope rear wheel, Hope hub, all that good stuff. Hope crank arms, Shimano Saint pedals. All the bearings and everything feel good. That rear shock's going to need a rebuild though. We've got some oil leakage on the shaft. No, oil leakage on the shaft's not good, people. That means you need a rebuild. But yeah, it's a large frame, but it'll fit me, no worries, so that's cool. Just at the minute deciding what to do with it. Obviously this is quite a high calibre of bike. Do I replace the battery with a stock one, or do I go running like a external controller on the motor or something like that? Because I don't know if the motor controller, which is integrated into the Bro's motor, is good or not. So it might have a bad motor in bunny ears. It'd be the controller that's bad, not the motor. That's where your battery goes, in here. It's in a plastic housing. Basically a Xiaomi battery would fit in there quite well. The cells are still good on the current battery, just the BMS is dead, so there's a few options for running this motor externally on an external controller. But then she might be okay. She might actually be all good, but I need a battery to test that. You can't just put 36 volts to the pins and have it run. It uses 6 pins. You've got the main pins and you've got data pins. So it's a real pig to run an aftermarket battery. It's got to be, you know, like Bro's certified. This is called a Rosenberg connector, and if I could get hold of another Bro's battery, even if it's not the same one, I believe it would work. As long as I can plug the connector in, as long as it's got that connector on it. In theory, as far as I understand, it would work. We'll be able to test whether this bike actually runs. There is some damage to the buttons. I believe that's on, off, up, down. I think this is walk assist, which is gone. So, you know, whether this works or not, I don't know. Yeah, so I bought the cheapest specialised electric bike sight unseen online, and just, you know, went and bought it, and here it is. So should be good fun to tinker with for sure. And yep, before you say it, there is some damage here, but that is mostly a seat support. This is good here, so there's still some strength in that. I'm not the heaviest person in the world by any means, so I think she'll be totally fine. It's not cracked, it is dented, but obviously it's weakened the metal there, crushed the grain structure. So, you know, I could weld it, but again you've got the problem of the so you could fill this with weld, sand it off, then it's heated up the material around it. You've got a heat affected zone and the grain structure's not the same, so it's best to leave that alone. I'll just fill it in with a bit of like paint filler and then repaint it. As for the black paint that they've sprayed all over it, Unfortunately you can see that there. This is not a good paint job at all. And you see it was blue. So yeah, we're going to strip the paint off, see what it's like underneath. Thinners should just get this straight off. But what the actual original paint's like underneath, who knows? Probably not good, so strip it back to bare metal, more than likely, and go from there. I think I'll paint it red or blue, not sure which. Yeah, pretty cool thing though. It was cheap, so, you know. Thank you for watching. If you're still watching, thank you very much.